What is up, guys? It's TDub15 back at it with another video for you guys, and today we will be going over part 1 of every US state's favorite NFL team, the state of Alabama through Missouri. And with that, let's get into it. Starting off our list, we have the state of Alabama. Their favorite team is the Falcons because nearby Georgia has an NFL team. Now, you may know in college they have the Crimson Tide, but I decided that the Falcons are the favorite in Alabama because of its close proximity to Georgia. Next on our list, we have the state of Alaska. Their favorite NFL team is the Seattle Seahawks because they are located in the Pacific Northwest by the nearby country of Canada and also the US state of Washington. In Washington, they have an NFL team, and in Canada, they do not. That is why I chose the Seahawks as the favorite in Alaska. Now we have the state of Arizona. They are home to the Cardinals, and they play their games at State Farm Stadium. A lot of people here watch the Cardinals, so that is why they are the favorites in Arizona. Next on our list, we have the state of Arkansas. Their favorite team is the Dallas Cowboys, although Saints and Chiefs fans could definitely be in this state as well. I chose the Cowboys because Arkansas is close to North Texas, which has a lot of Dallas Cowboys fans, and the Cowboys also have a wide popularity throughout the United States, so that is why they are the favorite in Arkansas. Out west, we have the state of California, and their favorite team is the San Francisco 49ers. I chose the 49ers as the favorites in this state because of their popularity and success with players such as Jerry Rice and Joe Montana. Even though they have other teams in this state like the LA Rams and the LA Chargers, they do not have nearly as big of a fan base as the 49ers do. And even though the former Oakland and LA Raiders used to play in the state of California, they do not have nearly as many fans as the 49ers have now. In the Rocky Mountains lies the state of Colorado, and their favorite team is the Denver Broncos, as they host them at Empower Field at Mile High. Fans here are very loyal to their Broncos, as they were recently world champs a couple years ago, and they love the greats like Peyton Manning and John Elway. Next up, we have the state of Connecticut. This was a tough one to decide, but since New York is closest to Connecticut than New England, that means the Giants are the favorite because they have relatively more fans than the Jets, and they have 4 championships. Although I could expect many Jets and Patriots fans here, I chose the Giants over them for the tiebreaker because they are located in New York and they have a lot of fans. Next up, we have the state of Delaware. Their favorite team is the Baltimore Ravens. I chose the Ravens as the favorite in this state because Baltimore is not that far away from Delaware. Although it wouldn't surprise me if there are Redskins and Eagles fans in this state because their respective teams are close to Delaware as well. The next state we have on our list is the state of Florida, where their favorite team is the Miami Dolphins. I chose the Dolphins because they have a rich history, a great fan base, and the most championships out of any teams in the state of Florida. Although I would expect a lot of Buccaneers and Jaguars fans as they also play in this state. The Dolphins have had a lot of popularity throughout their time in Florida, so they get the edge over the respective teams in Tampa Bay and Jacksonville. The next state we have on our list is the Peach State, Georgia. Their favorite team is the Atlanta Falcons. This is a no-brainer and an obvious choice because they play in Atlanta in the state of Georgia. Just don't give them a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl, but otherwise, Georgia loves them till the end. Next up, we have the beautiful state of Hawaii. Their favorite team is the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners are the favorite here because the closest state to Hawaii is California, and I expect many Niners fans to be living here. However, I do expect a wide variety of NFL fans here because they are in the middle of the ocean and far away from the continental United States. Next up, we have the Potato State, Idaho. Their favorite team is the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are the favorite in this state because of their close proximity to the state of Washington, but also expect some Raiders fans, as Nevada is just down below. Next up, we have the state of Illinois, and their favorite team is the Chicago Bears. Fans here are really loyal to their Bears, but expect a couple Packers fans, as Wisconsin is just right next to them. But overall, this state is a majority for the Chicago Bears. The next state we have on our list is Indiana, and their favorite team is the Indianapolis Colts. This is an easy choice because many people here love the Colts, and they love the great Peyton Manning. So that is why the Colts are the favorites in Indiana. The next state we have on our list is the state of Iowa, and their favorite team is the Chicago Bears. This is a difficult choice because there are many other fan bases right next to this state. However, the Bears win the tiebreaker because they are closer to Iowa than any of those other cities, but expect a lot of Chiefs, Packers, and Vikings fans here as well. But the Bears win the tiebreaker in this state. In the Midwest, we have the state of Kansas, and their favorite team is the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs win here because they are very popular with the residents in Kansas. But expect some Broncos fans here. But overall, it is overwhelmingly Chiefs Kingdom here. Next up, we have the state of Kentucky. This is a tough state to decide, but they tend to root more for Cincinnati sports because they are on the border of Ohio. So the Bengals get the edge in this state, but expect a fair amount of Titans and Colts fans as their states also border Kentucky, and maybe some Chiefs fans as a little tip also borders Kentucky, and expect maybe some Bears and Redskins fans here. But overall, the Bengals get the edge. Next up, we have the state of Louisiana, and their favorite team is the New Orleans Saints. This is an obvious choice because they play in New Orleans, which is in Louisiana, and fans here love rooting for the black and gold. But expect some Texans fans and some Cowboys fans because Texas is right next to Louisiana. But overall, this state roots for the Saints. Next up, we have the state of Maine, and their favorite team is the New England Patriots. This is an obvious choice because Maine is in the New England region, and there are no other NFL teams by Maine besides the Patriots. So overall, the Patriots get this state. Next up, we have the state of Maryland, and their favorite team is the Baltimore Ravens. This is a tough choice because they host two NFL teams, the Ravens and the Redskins. However, people lean more toward the Ravens for football because Baltimore is in the middle of this state, so more people root for the Ravens than the Redskins. However, the Redskins do have some fans here, but overall, the state goes to Baltimore. Up next, we have the state of Massachusetts, and their favorite team is the New England Patriots. This is an obvious choice because many fans here love the Patriots, and they love the winning that the Patriots have performed the past couple of years. And if there's one thing for sure, we know that Massachusetts loves their clam chowder and their Patriots. Now we have the state of Michigan, and their favorite team is the Detroit Lions. This is an obvious choice because they host the Lions in this state, but expect some Packers fans and some Colts fans in this state because their teams are not that far away from Michigan. But nevertheless, Michigan is a Detroit Lions state. Now we have the state of Minnesota, and their favorite team is the Vikings. This is an obvious choice because Minnesota hosts the Vikings and their fans love and adore them. But I expect some Packers fans because Wisconsin is not that far away from Minnesota, but nevertheless, Minnesota is Vikings territory. Now we have the state of Mississippi, Mississippi, and their favorite team is the New Orleans Saints. This is an obvious choice because Louisiana is right next to Mississippi, but expect some Falcons and Titans fans here as their teams are not that far away from Mississippi. But overall, this state bleeds the black and gold. Now we have the state of Missouri, and their favorite team is the Kansas City Chiefs. This is an obvious choice because they love their Chiefs in Kansas City. Although there could be some previous St. Louis Rams fans, they will never stop loving their Chiefs as they recently just won the Super Bowl, and it is overwhelmingly Chiefs Kingdom here. And with that, this is the end of part 1. Thank you for watching, and please make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to turn on your notification bell, and make sure to watch part 2 of every state's favorite NFL team. Bye, guys.